Oh. Hey, Megan, what are you doing here?
Looking for you. You forgot this.
Thanks. Where's my brain? Oh, Sarah, have you met my sister Megan?
No, but I've seen her play soccer.
Yeah, she's the captain of the team.
Wow, that's great. Sorry about the collision.
It's okay, don't worry about it. You guys better get to class. I'll see you after school, Katie. Nice to meet you, Sarah.
Bye. She's cool. Are you sure you two are sisters? Just kidding.
Oh, she wasn't always so cool. When she was our age, she was such a goof. Dad's got it all on video.
Katie's right. When I was her age, I felt anything but cool. I felt awkward and insecure. But you know what I found out? There are some exciting changes just around the corner.
You won't believe the changes you're going to see just around the corner. Just around the corner. We're going to like the people we're growing to be just around the corner. Just around the corner. Just around the corner.
You know, I really enjoyed talking to Katie and Sarah this morning. They remind me so much of myself when I was their age. I remember seeing older girls and thinking I was never going to grow up. I thought I'd always be clumsy and gangly, never knowing what to say or how to act. Take it from me, everyone does grow up. It all starts during a time called puberty. That's when chemical substances called hormones start triggering all kinds of changes in your body. For girls, puberty usually starts between the ages of 8 and 16. Exactly when puberty begins for you is largely determined by heredity, the traits you got from your parents. You can't hurry puberty and you can't slow it down. But when it comes, you'll find yourself changing from a girl to a young woman. At the beginning of puberty, the hormones cause a sudden spurt of physical growth. You'll grow taller and heavier, and your feet may grow rapidly. At about the same time, you'll start to develop the physical traits of a female adult. Your breasts will begin to develop, and hair will start to grow in the pubic area. Remember, puberty is a growth process that happens over time, and over time, there will be more changes. Your hips will become broader and rounder, and your waist will narrow. Hair will grow under your arms and on your legs. And sometime during puberty, you'll experience your first menstrual period. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes. You can also expect some other changes as you move through puberty. Sweat glands in your body will develop, and that means body odor will increase. So it's important to bathe or shower every day and to wear clean clothes. Many girls also start to use an underarm deodorant during puberty. You'll discover that your oil glands will begin to produce more oil, particularly on your face. With the increase in oil, it's likely you'll have to deal with some blemishes, like pimples and blackheads. It will help to keep your skin clean. Try washing gently with a mild soap or cleanser at least twice a day. During puberty, there's a lot going on in your body. Sometimes all that growing and changing can make you feel tired. Don't worry about it. Just get plenty of sleep and listen to your body. When it says it's tired, give it a rest. There are some other ways you can take care of your body during puberty. Exercise is important. If you stay active, you'll feel better and look better too. And pay attention to what you eat. Stay away from junk food as much as you can, and try to eat healthful foods, including fresh fruits and vegetables. By the time you're around 16 or 17, you should be nearly finished with the physical changes of puberty. But remember, we're all individuals. Don't be concerned if your changes come before or after the changes your friends experience.
Just around the corner. Just around the corner.
During puberty, an important body system reaches maturity, the reproductive system. Special structures make up the female reproductive system. The largest structure is the uterus, which is also called the womb. The uterus is a muscular organ located in the center of the abdomen, behind the pelvic bone. On each side of the uterus is an ovary. Ovaries are connected to the uterus by fallopian tubes. The uterus leads to the vagina, a hollow tube that connects the uterus to the outside of the body. The opening of the vagina is located between the urethra and the anus. The urethra and the anus are not part of the reproductive system. The job of the urethra is to discharge liquid waste. The job of the anus is to discharge solid waste. The purpose of the special structures in the reproductive system is to make new human beings. The ovaries store thousands of reproductive cells called eggs or ova. Approximately once a month, beginning during puberty, an egg reaches maturity in an ovary and is released into a fallopian tube. The release of an egg is called ovulation. After ovulation, the released egg travels through the fallopian tube on its way to the uterus. It is during this journey down the fallopian tube that the egg can be combined with a male reproductive cell called a sperm or a sperm cell. If a sperm cell joins the egg, we say the egg has been fertilized, which also means the woman is pregnant. During the month, the uterus has built up a soft lining of blood and tissue in preparation to receive the fertilized egg. A fertilized egg will attach itself to the wall of the uterus, where it will be protected and nourished as it grows into a baby.
Just around the corner. Just around the corner.
We talked about what happens when an egg is fertilized. Now it's time to discuss what happens when an egg is not fertilized. First of all, if the egg is not fertilized, it does not attach to the uterus wall. Instead, here's what happens. The built-up inner lining dissolves and slides off the uterus wall. Then, over a period of 3 to 7 days, the blood and tissue from the lining and the egg flow out of the body through the vagina. At the same time, a new egg is maturing in an ovary, and the process begins again. This process is called menstruation. The discharge is called the menstrual flow, and the days during which the menstrual flow occurs are called the menstrual period. The time from one menstrual period to the next is called the menstrual cycle. At first, your menstrual cycle may not be regular. You may not have a menstrual period every month, or your periods may vary in duration from month to month. But eventually, you can expect to menstruate for about 3 to 7 days every 26 to 35 days. Every girl is different, and every girl has her own cycle. These differences are normal. You might find it helpful to use a calendar to record when your period begins and how many days your period lasts. That way, you can learn about your own rhythm and what to expect each month. During menstruation, the flow of blood must be absorbed. Some girls use sanitary napkins, soft pads that attach to the inside of underwear with self-adhesive strips. These pads are available in a variety of styles and in various thicknesses suitable for days when the menstrual flow is heavy or light. Sanitary napkins are comfortable and they can't be seen through your clothing. Some girls use tampons to absorb the flow of menstrual blood. Instead of being worn like a pad, a tampon is placed inside the vagina. You should talk to your mother or another adult woman, such as a school nurse, about whether sanitary napkins or tampons are best for you. Whatever you choose, pads or tampons should be changed several times each day. The used pad or tampon should be wrapped in toilet tissue and placed in a waste container. Restrooms often have special containers for this purpose. Please remember, pads and tampons should never be flushed down the toilet. It's also a good idea to carry a pad or a tampon with you in case you start menstruating when you're away from home. Your menstrual period shouldn't prevent you from enjoying your usual activities, including most sports. If you choose to use a tampon, you can even go swimming. Physically, you should feel fine during your period, although you may have mild abdominal cramps. Usually, this discomfort can be eased by a heating pad. Some light exercise might also help. During your period, or perhaps just before it begins, you may feel a little down. A touch of the blues seems to be normal for a lot of girls. But don't worry, the blues will pass very quickly. The beginning of menstruation is a normal and natural part of life. It's also a sign your reproductive system is maturing. Puberty is an exciting time. Those hormones kick in and you can see yourself growing and changing and becoming a young woman. But the same hormones that trigger these physical changes can also trigger new feelings. And some of these new feelings may be a little hard to deal with. When I was in puberty, my moods were always changing. I'd be happy one moment and grumpy the next. You might find yourself getting mad over nothing or crying about the littlest thing. These mood swings are completely normal during puberty. If you're anything like I was, you might become a little more interested in boys during puberty. You might also feel more sensitive about what your peers say, and you'll probably start to worry about your appearance. Sometimes growing up can be a little tough and a little confusing. That's why it's a good idea to find an adult you can trust, someone you can talk to about your feelings, someone who can answer your questions. A parent is the best person to go to with your questions. Your parents have a lot of experience they can share with you, and they have your very best interests at heart. That makes parents the first choice for the kind of help you need. But a school nurse, a teacher, or someone at church can also be a good listener and advisor. Growing up isn't always easy, and some days it may seem very hard, but everyone gets through it, and so will you. And one day, just around the corner, you'll look back and smile. You just won't believe the changes.
You won't believe the changes you're going to